war against the cartel, sending military, U.S. military in there. It's a war we'll never win. You'll never win. And basically, because long story short, we're fighting ourselves. But to add on to the other video, the point is, when you invade, if you were to invade Mexico, be it because of the cartel, even though you announce the cartel, you are staging a war on Mexico now, and the sovereignty of Mexico. By no effing means will there ever be troops that'll go to Mexico without there being beef. Because once you start, if you go with the cartel, sure, I'm sure you have a great reason to, which is not going to work. You won't win that fight because so many other factors are involved, including our own country. Our own country has funded the cartel, whether they say it or not. Guns, the drugs, the transportation, the ability to access the many various ways of dispersing drugs throughout the world. Things just don't happen like that, okay? They don't just happen, okay? Africa's involved. People in the Middle East are involved. China, Japan, everywhere has a hint of cartel. And all of these places support cartel. Long story short, when military lands in Mexico, if that were to happen, you're no longer just having a fight with the cartel. Now you stage issues of diplomacy between the states and Mexico. And if Mexico itself has a problem because you're stationing troops or you're bringing troops into their country, I mean, just think if Mexico sent troops to America to help neutralize the many fentanyl addicts that we have. And when I mean neutralize, I mean care for, right? We send in military presence to provide a better medical system for addicts in the States. Well, we're obviously going to shut that down. We're going to quickly shut that down. And the same vice versa. You say, oh yeah, we're going to go fight the cartel, blah, blah, blah. But the second you step foot into Mexico with any types of troops, you're already putting a threat to the diplomacy that you hold with that country. And when you put a threat in Mexico, this is the beauty about being Mexican. Mexico is a very neutral country. Throughout many years, it has remained that way. And its relations have always been that way. Because Mexicans are really chill people. They typically get along with everyone. Until they don't. And then all hell breaks loose. So when you step foot in that country, just realize that U.S. military stepping foot into Mexico is going to cause issues with diplomacy. And Mexico has many allies, including the U.S. at this point. But if the U.S. attacks, then it's China, Russia, Mexico versus U.S. And if Russia attacked, it'd be vice versa. You don't win. You don't win that fight. U.S. attacks Mexico, instantly Russia and China are our allies. And there's no real other ally that is going to save you from that. America on its own is great, but there's no other UK, France. It's not going to work. It's just going to be a whole lot of death for everybody. So it's just not the way we want to go. It's not a war that's going to be won. Yeah, I'll let you guys argue about it.